Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Library of Ruina. In the last part, we had some slight difficulties because of Forsaken Murderer, simply because, Yesod's build, I wanted to turn him into assassin, and he had some kind of fatal weakness to blunt attacks, and let's just say, taking 3 hits from a 5 to 7 dice roll with a failed blunt weakness, where the enemy also deals double stagger damage, isn't really the best idea when you have to fight him alone with a new guy in form of Yesod, right? Yeah, it was a bit difficult. It was a bit difficult. It took a while for me to realize that Jun isn't going to be enough to actually defeat him. We need to rely on paralysis, since I'm just not lucky enough to just slow all 3 rolls, right? I'm just not lucky enough to get even one of those 50% rolls. Oh my god, I can already say, in this game I cannot rely on luck. I need to plan ahead, fight against the odds as much as possible, as I can already see with Roland. Roland is the most unluckiest guy I have ever seen in this facility. At the very least, he has Finn by his side, who has the protection of the protagonist armor, but still. Oh god, yeah, I can't rely on my luck in this game, that's for sure. I cannot rely on luck. That's also the reason why I got rid of the YOLO card, simply because there's no way in hell that I'm ever going to roll a 10 or higher. Actually speaking, seeing an 8 would be a surprise at this point, right? It would be a surprise. Now, without any further ado, in the last part I already said that we are going to add a new librarian for Yesod, now that he no longer has to fight alone. He's finally able to join the battles around here as well. And now you guys are probably already wondering, who is it going to be, right? Who is it going to be? Well, after going through pretty much all 11 applications, I have decided to settle with Deckbuilding. Yes, Deckbuilding, you were selected. Pretty much nobody told me specifically in which department they wanted to go, which means I'm pretty much free to choose whoever goes where, right? And to make it even better, a few of you guys have decided to add a little background story to your characters as well, which I'm going to mention right now, right here, simply because it would be a shame to just ignore it, right? I mean, if you guys took the effort to actually write them, maybe I can let that influence the comments that I'm going to write in between the battles, right? Maybe. I just need to remind myself to reread them sometimes if I'm unsure about the character themselves. But we'll see how I'm going to do that, right? We're going to see how I'm going to do that. Okay, so let's see. Deckbuilding's background story. Deckbuilding had a rather fiery personality back in the day. Having grown up in the nest, his life wasn't as hard as most of his peers. Always brimming with excitement when a new abnormality came to the facility. The first to aid others, whether they needed him or not, and usually the only one that didn't seem to complain, doing laborious, back-breaking jobs. Never complaining and always helping. But it mostly ended up with him going over the line, which cost more than its fair shares of problems when working in such a delicate line of work in the Air Cold. He started as a clerk, slowly climbing his way up to an actual agent, always driving by his curiosity about these strange creatures known as abnormalities, taking joy on dealing with them. At the beginning at least, the rather crude and harsh environment that was the company caused him to slowly die out in his eagerness. Getting to know better his co-workers allowed him to realize the hardship of the backstreet dwellers, and seeing how death felt closer than ever made him realize that his earlier behavior was nothing but a hindrance to everyone. Thus, he wanted to improve himself and help however he could to improve the desperate situation around him with the best of his ability. And regarding Angela, well, he can't bring himself to forgive her for what his patron librarian told him. She betrayed them, and all of their suffering was for naught, adding what happened to the last moment of the company was truly a hellish experience that made him state caution of her. It feels new for him to have such negative feelings for someone, and he's still figuring himself out in the process. And that is our Deckbuilding. The guy who was always working in the back as a clerk, at one point became an agent himself, only to experience hell and carnage during the last couple of days in our lobotomy corporation. And well, he got already kind of influenced with Yesid. Yesid already kind of told him all about Angela, the fact that she literally ruined our ending, so yeah, maybe he doesn't really like her at the moment, but maybe we can improve on that in the future, right? Maybe we can improve on that in the future. I need to make sure that he never keeps his daggers around when he goes into close proximity of Angela. I do not want any infights around here, okay, Deckbuilding? I'm just saying. I know that you have a fiery personality now. Don't you dare do something reckless around here. You might turn everyone into a book. And you make them angry. Everyone is going to be turned into books or lose a few limbs. Imagine fighting with one arm missing. Oh, and by the way, for the decks, I've decided to give pretty much both of them some type of blunt attacks. Not really sure who's going to have the most of them, but yeah, I think I gave Deckbuilding most of the blunt cards that I had, simply because it's easier for me to handle if one of them has access to the good stuff most of the time. Pretty much the same way as I give Finn the benefits of Bloodbath, the scars, simply because he's just luckier than Roland. He's just simply luckier than Roland. He gets the 0 rolls, you know? There's a 20% chance of him not dying. And when he was almost dead with Stagger, he got it twice. Twice! I'm telling you, Finn is lucky. Roland is the unluckiest guy around. Maybe his unluckiness boosts up the luck of Finn or something. I'm not entirely sure yet. But nevertheless, that's the reason why I pretty much specify a few characters for special abnormality benefits, simply because it's easier to handle that way. Especially since I can see the logs around here. It seems like we're going to get a couple of pages in the future as well. Probably at the same time when we unlock more librarians around here. And it's always good to keep in mind which type of combo cards I want to play on each librarian, right? Yeah. Anyways, where was I? I think after all of that, we are pretty much ready to send our next invitation. Who's going to go to a completely new person who might be interested of the Book of Jack and Pierre, the cannibals. Not entirely sure why you would want to have those books, but then again, Jack is kind of nice. His card was really good. He has a regenerate effect for every turn. He has a healing effect, but I'm not really impressed by that. It won't really help against abnormalities. Those guys are tanky. You can't really kill in between of the fight, right? 10%, which adds up to 12 HP, isn't really that good, right? Unless, of course, they have multiple acts. In that regard, it might be even the best version of both of them. Nevertheless, Lulu? Oh, why is our office so unpopular with clients? Our office is officially designed by the Zwei Association as an affiliation too. And the crime rate of the territory secured by the Streetlight office remains at a remarkable 0% as long as the contract is in effect. Okay, Mars. We only cover 2 blocks of space as most though. And we'll eventually get work if we wait. Yeah, sure, you can keep waiting for the rest of your life. I'm seriously considering moving to another office, simply because I have nothing to do around here. Never thought you would have what it takes to work for a bigger office, you know? Unlike you, I have several business connections I made from experience, do you understand? Your mother must be too busy being a legendary fixer or whatever, when I have friends who can help me right away. You have a mother as a legendary fixer? Yeah, some great fixer you are. Yeah. Why thanks, I know that I'm great. He was being sarcastic. Oh my god! He was being sarcastic. I already love that guy. Hey! You ate the cake in the fridge, didn't you? Maybe. Guys, I have work for you. Fighting again? Are you? This is COB. Alright, wait, what? The SOB ate the cake without even asking me. The expiring date was yesterday, so I took care of it, that's all. What? It's my cake! Even if it is expired, I take care of it on my own. I would have probably eat it, or maybe throw it away. You can't just decide on your own, you know? Anyways, boss, how about that work? Don't change the topic! I see they're getting along. Ah, my god. I get you another cake, so calm down for a moment, alright? But it was a limited edition cake that I wanted to save for later, until I forgot about it. Oh, I'm still rather skeptical about it, but I got this one from a friend of mine at the association. You mean the association fixer working directly under the spy? Yes, it's her. The haaa Association that has yet to consider this request as a subject that needed to be addressed efficiently. Have you heard of the library? Oh no. Some stories of it. We overheard rats talking about it. They said books in that place have tremendous value or whatever, even though none so far were able to get any of them out of there. Huh, I see. I retrieved an invitation of the library from my friend I just mentioned. But we might not get we might not get much payment from this request if it's off the record. And it won't count towards our official career either. Such as it is, the association is trying to remain cautious about it. We're really going to walk right into a place we know nothing about? She did promise to see it, or rather, yes, to see it, that we are rewarded with pay comparable to an urban legend class request if everything goes down well. That is, if you are able to make it out. Are you able to make it out? Huh? Are you confident? Surely it was a bad idea after all, don't you think? Let's do this. Oh no. Guess we have no choice. It's still too uncertain, but we need that money. We haven't been too busy lately, you know? Thanks, everyone. We'll get through this like we always have. Oh no! They're so cheerful! No! The zwei? Hannah? They're talking about association of fixers. It takes more than just setting up an office to jump into the fixer business. There are a total of 12 fixer associations across the city, each in charge of different types of work. Cases and requests are all sorted according to the type and sent to one of these associations. Okay. Association manages officers and delegate work to them. I see. That's right. Sometimes the association might send documents to multiple offices at once and directly have associated fixers take care of the work. And among them, the haaa Association is an overall control of all fixers. They create the fixers and authorize officers and stuff. And were those the guys who downgraded you? I mean, you did mention that you hit rock bottom, or at the bottom of the barrel. Oh god, Roland. Do officers have grades as well? Well, essentially, the requests sent out by the association are graded too. They really love to grade things, don't they? Seems like it. It's easier to know that way. Know what? How valuable I am as a person. Think about it. Who in the city would claim this is my worth with confidence? Everyone is busy minding their own business. No one is going to lounge around having a deep conversation about each other's value, you know? Knowing each other's grade and affiliation, on the other hand, can save a ton of words. You can tell if you're above or below the person you're talking to right away. Sounds like people stop trying to learn and think about it at some point. Are you even making an effort to actually know the person? Ah, yeah. Bet you won't say the same once you experience the city life for a bit. You have to interact with so many people out there, whether you want it or not. People have been looking for ways to adapt to the city, and this is just one of them. So many people are living in this city. Anyways. Guess we really are desperate to think that we would take on a job like this. Oh, stop complaining. We should be great, or rather glad to have work at all. I know, do we really have to point out the obvious? Now, cool it down, guys, okay? Can tell if you're the best friend or the worst enemies. Well, excuse me! Please don't associate me with this goof who ate my cake! I certainly don't want that either. Alright. Let's have a feast at Julie's restaurant once this is over. The tap's on me. Yeah! Are you able to get out of here? Then we're not going to make any promises for that. Right, Angela? We're not getting out of here. Greetings, dear guest. You seem to be well acquainted with each other. And who are you? Prepare yourself. There's no need to be so worried. Your deal has not yet started yet. I am Angela, the director of the library and librarian of my role's namesake. Well, nice to meet you. I'm Sen from the Streetlight office. We were brought here by the invitation. There's something I would like to ask about it. And what is it? I actually retrieved this invitation from another person, not directly from you. Are we still eligible? I mean, you were able to enter this place, so I guess you are. Yes, indeed. The invitation eventually reached you, dear guest, and you signed your name with your own will. Everything has worked as intended. I see. May you find your book in this place. She was smiling. She was smiling throughout the whole conversation. That's the first kind of group that she approves of. Too bad that they're probably going to die! At the very least, I hope we can keep the books together. At the very least, I hope. They're getting along just fine, right? Huh. She was a nicer person than I thought. Did that look like a human to you? I mean, she did have the shape of a person, but something about her didn't feel right. Though I can't exactly put it to words. She is probably a machine. Didn't expect her to see a machine that's similar to a human being. Let's focus on our work. Once again, you must back off as soon as you feel that you're in danger. They're taking care of each other! No! They're actually taking care of each other and listen to each other's needs! Oh no! Oh, this is going to be painful. Oh my god! She looks fancy. And they only have around 20 HP each. Okay. Slash weakness. That's good. Not entirely sure who has more slash attacks around here. I think it should be Roland and Finn. Slightly worried though that they aren't able to handle this, but at the same time... You know what? Wait a second. Never mind. Never mind. He hasn't really had a chance to shine in the last part. He got kind of beaten to a pulp by the Forsaken Murderer. And Akia, you wanted to join the battle as well, right? I mean... I don't think I gave you that many slash attacks, but that's fine, right? We're just going to use brute force and plant attacks. It's gonna be fine. It's going to be fine. Okay. Let's see. First and foremost, who are we going to kill first? Question 22, and this guy also has, he has a bit more health than the others. But all of them have pretty much the same weakness, but then again, it seems like you have a blunt weakness, and you're going to have a slash weakness. Okay, I probably have to get rid of this guy first, the big guy of those three. But first and foremost, what are you going to do? Alright, I always have to turn that back on again, simply because they deactivate it after every... once I close the game for a second. Okay, 2 try to go for my kill. Don't really like that. What's that blue stuff though? Ah, it's because I probably click on him. Okay, you are going to go for a Silent Knight. Gain 2 endurance next scene. Okay, he's going to be a tank. That's not good. Especially since it's on use, which means he's going to get it either way. Gather intel, 2 to 6, that isn't really scary. On Clash Win, gain 1 endurance next scene. Okay, both of them are going to be endurance. Which is probably not the best thing around here. But at the very least I have to do something against this. Okay, how about we're going to go for an endure on this guy. I'm just going to tank that. Unless of course I'm a bit faster than her, which means I can stop him as long as I have... But then again, I won't be able to keep my defensive die. But she isn't really going to do a lot, right? It's only a 2 to 6 hit. But at the same time, I want to do damage on her. How about I'm going to do Endure twice in order to inflict 2 types of paralysis. Okay, plus the stagger. No damage on the Kia, that's good. Okay, never mind. Slightly hit it, but that's fine. At the very least, he has recovery, so that doesn't really matter that much. Everyone is trying to go for my yes-it though, so that's not good. Fleet Footstep. 1 defense, recover 2 HP. Okay. I want something easy, something quick, and she isn't able to use that card at all. Non-stop assault, 1 to 5, 2 to 6, 3 to 6. Okay, good that I gave him paralysis. I can intercept that with another card. She's probably going to attack me first. Preferably I'm not going to attack her at all, which means I'm probably going to focus on that guy for now. Which means I'm going to inflict... going to inflict bleed on the bottom guy. The Kia is going to intercept this guy with going first. Is that able to block him? Yeah, that should be able to block him. Probably not the second hit, but that's literally the only option that I have currently. Okay, let's see how this is going to play out. First stop. Okay. She wasn't able to heal. Great job, the Kia! Perfect job! Nobody was able to heal, that's perfect. I'm going to give you the buff, just as promised. He's going to be staggered, which means we can pretty much finish him off. Set fire. On hit, inflict 3 burns, deal 3 damage to self. 3 burns? Paralysis next scene. Oh no, you don't. I'm going to go on a rampage with him. That should be enough to kill. But the question is, which of them do I need to stop? Probably going to go for this one. Preferably... It has a high roll. I should probably go for the strong strike in order to get at least get rid of at least one of the hits. Not entirely sure if I can take the second one. But at least I need one of them. I could also try to go for the void. But the chances aren't really the best. And I am going to get the boost attack, so that's going to do a lot of damage. Staggered. Perfect. That should be enough to kill. Okay, one guy's already down. Goodbye, Sam. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. It's fine, it's only normal damage. Lowers the minimum value by the dice by 1, but also raises the max value by 3. Yes, I'm going to give that to you. Hope you like it. Paralysis, that's not good. Yes, you might want to intercept that. Can you intercept that? Yes, you can. Okay, how about a multi-hit? Is that going to be strong enough to get through there? Not really. I can't tank all of them. I'm going to try to go for a dirty blow. Actually speaking, wait a second. Never mind. Yes, go for the overpower. With overpower you have a decent chance of at least blocking the first and the second hit. You might have to tank the third one, but it's fine. I'm going to have a free hit. which also is going to inflict more bleed damage on her. That should technically be enough to finish her off, so at the very least we don't really have to worry about Lulu anymore. Staggered, perfect. Another... Oh my god! Yes, it's ripping them apart! Everyone is dying around here! Holy hell! Well, that was a great display! Victory! Curtain calls for the reception of the street light. Ah, too bad, you guys. You guys really cared for each other. I mean, I was able to see that, but you guys didn't stand a chance. The key is too tanky. The key in this constant healing and paralysis and bleeding. And yes, its backup is just too tanky. Oh god, they're still rookies. It's not good. It's not a good idea for fixers to form such a tight bond with each other. But why? That way they can work better with each other, right? Well, I guess this will be a lesson for them. You talk as if you're used to all of this. Maybe he is. Maybe he's supposed... Maybe he had a partner at one point, huh? You don't know. Oh, I already grown past that phase. It's some more, too. Oh god, how many people did you lose back then? Forming bonds aren't bad per se, but there's just too much of a risk associated with it. Imagine if they're going to be taken hostage and you're suddenly going to be thrown into a very bad situation. But at the same time, they are able to protect your back, so having allies is beneficial for you, right? The real deal fixers know, already know when to cut things off. Ah. You mean to keep enough distance from people so that you won't feel hurt from their loss. Yeah, it's just irony that people who aren't even mentally prepared to face death are applying for a job that involves killing in the first place. That's true. What? Is it you? Without a black screen? Instantly thrown in here? Floor of literature? Are we going to get more librarians? Literature, huh? This has got to be the most unfitting category of the city. It is Hot! Hello, I'm Hot, in charge of the floor of literature. Hey, I'm Roland, helper of Angela in several ways. I see. Don't tell me. Do you also happen to hold some sort of grudge against her? I'm not all that friendly towards her, that's for certain. But we made a deal with her, so we are obliged to help her without complaints. Oh boy, future ain't looking too bright. Everyone got a problem with Angela, you know? What the heck did she even do to deserve this reputation? She's done something unforgivable, just like I did in the past. I still don't know a whole lot about this place, but I can see one thing. Something's terribly messed up with the library and its staff. Can all of this even be resolved at some point? I can't answer that for sure, but you'll get to see the result. After all, there's a clear end to this deal. If you follow Angela along her journey to the end, you will find out. This is frustrating already. I have guests to receive and librarians to take care of, and then all that book sorting and the stuff that I have to do in between the fights. Can't we just all be good friends in this library at least? Can we just help each other without complaints and fighting? I guess you can kind of understand why he's so displeased. Among the books you bring, I will be sorting those about the literature of the city. As we collect more books, you might be able to find an answer to your question, whether you like it or not. Oh my god, I don't have the patience for this! I'm finally starting to get why Angela hates roundabout speeches so much. They just never get to the point. Alright, fine. I'm gonna dig into the bottom of this mystery now that I've gotten into this mess. Good luck, Mr. Roland. Why, thank you for your supportive words, Miss Hot. But at very least, those two get along, right? Hot is always very nice to everyone. So, can I already fight against some kind of abnormality? Patron and Vulcan? I still need to obtain a certain book before I'm able to do that. But my god! Oh, hot! This is going to be fun. I haven't really decided who I'm going to put into your department yet, but that's fine, that's fine. We will figure something out, Hot, right? We will figure something out. Okay. Huh? No question mark? It's a bit weird. Am I supposed to do something? Do I need to, I don't know, send out a random invitation now? Maybe if I send out the new stuff that I just got from the Book of Mars. How about that? Are you going to be triggered by this? Yeah. But I can't really see the question mark. But at the very least, I can send out a red invitation. Okay, let's see what that's all about. Wait a second, you guys escaped? I thought I got all of them! How did you get out? I was preparing a place in the bookshelf. I was planning to put you three all next to each other so that you can at least sleep next to each other in your book forms. Did you actually leave behind Mars, or did he sacrifice himself for the others? Holy hell! I'm terribly sorry. It's all my fault that the job went wrong. We are taking our hands off the library from now on. This was out of our scope to begin with. I already sent a report to the SWI. What? And what about Mars? Was this that pointless then? I'm really sorry. You can play me all you want. I misjudged. Our profession is peacekeeping, not exploration or combat. There weren't even combat units? There's a cake in the fridge. Was it you, boss? Cake? No, I didn't buy any cake. It was from Mars, so he did feel bad about it. I go outside for a bit. Oh no! You stupid idiot! It's not like you at all to buy cakes for others. You said your mother's an amazing fixer. You love to show off your stupidly huge sword, saying it's a gift from her. You brag so much that you're just like your mother someday. Oh, Lulu. Our book. That's what happened to the people who die in there. I won't let them toy with him. I will never let them. Sand will totally try to stop me if I bring this up. Are you going to go alone? I go there on my own. I've got friends to help me too. You're going to bring other fixers? Boy, this is frankly heartbreaking. Shouldn't have seen that. Well, that's funny, coming from the one who gave a speech on how fixers shouldn't cling to bonds. Yeah. Well, that's that, and this is this. I mean, we just saw on display like that. Still, reacting to every bit of loose is a waste of energy. Everybody dies with a burden to bear. I have a share of unfortunate events, and so do others. And it's rude to expose that without the listener's agreement. They'd be bothered to learn something they didn't really have to know. Yeah, it could inflict our decisions what to do with them. I mean, she's already crying on the street while it was raining over a cake from a friend who they fought against each other. You know, I have empathy for that. You shouldn't show me something like that. I might feel bad. They're already carrying a heavy load of emotion battered. And telling them your sob story will feel like you're showing off how heavy your own badge is. They might feel a bit of sympathy, but they'll also be displeased. Don't over-express your feelings, whether you're happy or sad, and say goodbye to each other with an appropriate words. It's all for the sake of each other's. Sounds even more tiring to me. And I shouldn't let my feelings distract me from my librarian work, most of all. I gotta stay level-headed and help you collect books about the city. And you're right about that. As soon as you become useless to me, I dispose of you. Ah, oh, nice of you, Angela. Then I should probably go back to my duty of being useful service for the sake of survival, right now? Yeah. And you already attacked her. Don't you know that's pointless? Anyways, greeting. Shut up! I don't need a greeting from a despicable piece of junk. I'm here for Mars' book. I get his book. Kill all the monsters here and blow your head off. Ah. I'm afraid your third statement is going to be difficult for you to fulfill, dear guest. I said shut up! Ah, yeah. Already so unfriendly. May you find your book in this place. That's to be expected. You stole her friend. And she's going to ask her friend to fight first. And isn't that just great? Multi-hit, quick attack, strong strike. Should I go for information again, or am I going to give the others a chance? You know what? I'm gonna give Roland another chance to show off his luck. Maybe he's lucky this time around. I mean, I upgraded pretty much all of their decks, so nobody should fall behind from each other. But we'll see, right? We'll see. All of them are tackling the protagonists, I see. I see that you guys don't really like him. Ew, multi-block. I don't like that. I'm going to go for the dirty blow on that guy. And then we're going to go for... Ah, it's not going to be that good. I might just tank that. Yeah, I'm probably just going to tank that hit on Finn. And instead try to inflict paralysis on the other. But at the same time, I can also go for Dry Up in order to gain more strength for the next scene. Yeah, we're probably going to go for Dry Up then. Okay, guys, go for the attack. I'm not going to receive any stagger damage from the blocks, that's for sure. Already got a stagger on the other guy, that's even better. Okay. We're going to try to go for my Roland. I'm going to strike that back with Rampage. In the meantime, we're going to go for... I don't really have that much light. How about some Appetite for that guy? Sure. It's just going to increase the bleed effect. It already has haste, but that should fall off. And I can't really... Should I activate... I should probably activate all the free lights in order to see who attacks who, right? Yeah, let's do it like this. Oh, Roland! Oh no, Roland! No, Roland! You almost killed him! All of them are almost dead! Oh my god! I'm gonna give the scars to our Finn again, just in case. You're going to try to go for a strong strike on my Finn. Don't really like that. Do we have something that blocks it? Not quite. It has at the very least a 5. Commanding could stop it, so we're probably going to try to go for that. And of course, simply because we have it, I'm going to make sure that that girl is going to die. Yeah, there was a way. At least I was able to block the second hit and kill the third one. And both of them died without an issue. Oh god, the cannibal cards are just way too good. They're just way too good. The paralysis effect, the bleeding effect, the recovery effect, the rampage. Oh, I love it. Oh, Lulu's back. And she's going to bring 2 more people into this fight. Okay. Wait a second, I'm going to make sure that's blunt. Nobody has... Okay, Finn has a blunt weakness, but that's fine. I'm just going to protect him with Roland. Okay then. Let's see what you got, right, Lulu? Let's see if your rage is able to actually make a difference. 2 are going to go for Roland. That's good. Quick attack, quick attack. Eat my flaming bat. Okay, boost dex die by max value of 3 on win. Inflict 2 burn. She's super fast. Can I stop that? Might be able to stop it with my struggle card. But doesn't really seem that likely. At the very least, I'm going to make sure that I'm able to inflict some kind of stagger on her. Probably with I mean, I have so much light. I have so much light. Do I need to stop this? Nah, Finn has so much health as well. He's able to tank it. We're going to go for the full offensive. Okay. One got stopped. He's able to endure that hit, but that's fine. I'm going to go for the stagger weakness. Oh god! She's going to get a stagger on me in this case. I'm going to give the pale hands to Finn as well. We're going for my Roland. I knew it! They know! They know! But screw you! Multi-block. He needs to tank at least a 4 hit. Oh, she's the slowest. Yeah, he has to tank the other hit. I can't stop it. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I can't use that. And finish too slow to stop it. I'm gonna inflict some type of bleed on her. At the very least, it's going to make sure that she's able to receive more damage. Oh my god! Okay, she blocked that. I forgot that she also has a block card. Holy hell, they are very aggressive against my Roland. And as I already said before, Roland is never lucky. He's simply never lucky. Okay. Next die value by 2. Can't really have that. I'm going to go for commanding. Oh, Roland is so dead. There's much we can do about it. At the very least, I'm going to get rid of one of those guys. Okay, Roland down, but it's fine. Finn is going to get a power boost from that. Going to go for Eat My Flaming Bat. I'm going to be able to block that with Struggle. Stagger deflected. Okay. Oh, he has a weakness. I forgot about his weakness. Holy hell. He might lose this. He might actually lose the Finn. You're protecting this armor. You're protecting this armor. Oh my god. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. Yeah. He might be able to stand against that. But I have to make sure that at least that girl dies. She has haste. Going to go for the guts harvest on the bottom guy. Oh no! Oh no, Finn! No way! Finn! It's fine! We have another act, right? It's the first time that I have to rely on the other floors. I'm sorry, guys! I'm sorry! That's this? Ah. For a second I thought you guys are going to take my Markov and my Ricardo, but I guess that's not going to be the case. Are they still damaged? Are they still damaged? Am I going to pick it up from where we left off? Because I really hope it's going to be the case. Just saying. I really hope we're going to start off with the same HP as before, otherwise it would be kind of unfair. Okay, but they have more lights than me, so I have to keep that in mind. 2 of them are going to go for my Yeset. Holy hell, they're really relentless. 1 to 6 to 2. I'm going to go for Endure. Gain 1 Endurance next scene. 4 to 5. But only on win? /win. I might be able to stop that with a dirty blow. And lower the damage of the second hit as well. Okay, Dirk. Get revenge! Okay, 1 deflected, 1 weak to. He still has a blunt weakness though, so we have to keep that in mind. Okay, 2 of them are going to go for my the kill. I have to make sure that at least she dies. 3 to 5. They're not faster, so I have to endure again. Yes, it might be able to intercept them, depending how it goes, but it's only a 2 to 3 hits, so the key should be able to handle that. It's going to be fatal hit. That's just enough to kill, or rather to stagger me if I'm unlucky. But he also has paralysis. At the same time she has paralysis, so her rolls are going to be lowered. Not entirely sure if I can stop this entirely. I'm going to inflict bleed on the other guy. We might be able to finish her off. Okay, Lulu's already down. The key has to tank a few hits. Not quite enough for the second guy, but at the very least, thanks to paralysis, the other guy wasn't able to kill our Yeset. I'm going to boost up our the key a little bit further, since Yeset is already kind of going down. 1 to 5. Multi-block. Can I intercept? No. Okay. I'm going to block that with Rampage. He's going to kill himself. Or is he? Well, it depends if Yeset is able to break through. But I have to stop at least the pawn attack. Which means I'm going to go first and hopefully inflict 2 more bleed on the second guy. Okay, he broke through, that's perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. A couple of extra hits for the other guy. That's good. The key is able to recover. And then, fend this off if you can. Plus the combined power of cruelty, simply because we can heal a bit more. If she's able to survive it. Nope, no way. Okay. That's the first time. That's the first time they were actually able to defeat one of our floors. But simply because, yeah, Roland is just never that lucky at all. He is never that lucky at all, and I should have probably focused on one at a time in order to minimize the damage around there, but it's kind of hard to predict that Lulu is suddenly that strong, right? Anyways, murderous experimenter will possessing Forsaken Murderer abnormality base, which 5% chance to boost attack power. Is it another scarf? Did the Kia actually gain another scarf? And what about the others? He got a head! He got the Lulu's head thingy! Oh god! Thanks! He might have lost the battle, but he won the war! He became friends with Lulu! Are you feeling guilty or any strong emotions? I'd be lying if I say I felt nothing, but I've already seen plenty of these cheap tragedies. Been the victim myself for a whole lot too. You sound like a seasoned veteran for someone who introduced himself as a washed-up fixer, you know? I have my reasons. What? Alright, are you curious? You said it's rude things to do. Alright, yeah. You did say it's a rude thing to do, didn't you? Yeah, just keeping your words at heart. Besides, I could simply turn you into a book and read your story if I really wanted to. You wouldn't even feel a thing because I could revive you in the next second. Whoa now! Let's not go there yet. Well, how about you? I'm curious to know what our head librarian thinks. Me? Indifferently. I've also seen relationship and scripted deaths too many times in repeat. So I've been trying to run a system where people are free to choose their own destiny this time around, free from any coercion. So that they only have themselves to blame when something goes wrong, right? I'm sure they all read the warnings on the invitation and agree to those terms by signing their names, but it's still a bit dirty, you know? You're unkillable, and I can revive whenever I die. So it is kind of unfair, but at the same time, they are able to gain infinite knowledge, and you are stuck here to work for free in order to break out of here. Again with that, I thought you said my method is fair. Yeah, you aren't wrong. Much more polite and fair than most things in the city. That's true. Ah, there we go. Wait a second, how much time do I have? Ah, no. Ah, no, I might not be able to finish that. It's 52 minutes. Can I at least take a peek? I mean, I haven't even set her deck yet. Can I at least have a peek on the abnormality we have to face? Today's shy look. Okay, and what exactly would you need today's shy look? Oh, that's creepy. That's actually creepy. For once we are able to see it without the curtain. Expression. Dice gain different amount of power depending on the current phase. So that means it always moves around. 2 to 16! Okay! That's not good. And I only have the basic cards. Well, isn't it just great? I should probably wait for the smiling face. Ah! No! I failed! Oh my god! He tricked me! Oh yeah, it's so fast! It's so fast! Okay, I see! I should have probably checked which type of damage type that was, but that's fine. It's a random game! It's a random game! I might want to get some paralysis on my hot though, right? We might want to have some paralysis around here. Anyways, we're going to save that for the next part. I hope you guys had fun with today's part. And see you on Monday when we're going to defeat the Shylock and add another person to our library. Until then, bye bye!